get out of the college program but still stay in lacrosse and coach it at the hometown level.
Yeah, he's an excellent defender. He's a freak athlete as well, and I'm sure that he's bringing his expertise to the field, and the Bozeman High School program will benefit from that.
They've been up and coming over the past few years, too. They're getting more and more numbers. They're getting a JV squad going, and it's healthy to see.
It's good. Yeah, it's great to hear. I might have to get involved.
Can you pass the background check?
I think so.
Okay, good. I tease you, Tony.
No felonies.
And there's going to be a late flag in this one. 33 seconds left to go, and I think that's good. You know, don't let teams pick up bad habits or get away with stuff, no matter what the score is, no matter what the time is.
I think the best thing you can do as a player is to forget the score while you're on the game.
Yeah.
Unless you're down by one and there's a
right.
certain amount of time left.
It's a good point.
If you treat every possession like it's 0-0, then it's going to give you a better mindset for the game.
I appreciate that. And I mean, lacrosse still maintains as there's a man-up situation. We'll see if Johnson and Wales does get one last one here, but there's a lot more sportsmanship, I think, in this contest, and we've sort of seen that a lot of the major sports. Teams have gotten away from that. But lacrosse tries to honor the game. That's going to go wide by Blottenberger.
And sometimes it's tough because it's such a physical game. You have helmets and gloves and big metal sticks, and you're encouraged to hit other people with them. And sometimes tempers can run high, and you can do things you regret the next day. But it's great to see that it's still honored by your team and also the conference and the rest of the organizations, that they recognize when teams are playing the right way, and there's a lot of sportsmanship.
And we'll see it here too, as these teams will take the field. They run to their respective goalies, because that's a job very few people want in this game.
It takes a special breed. Yeah.
And they'll come out and lead the sportsmanship line here. Montana State, they will go to 7-2 overall and 3-0 in their division, with a win over Johnson and Wales, 24-7. Try to keep some scoring here if I can just do it on the fly. Kept it in the first half, and I'll try to do some math as we will witness the teams congratulate each other and say thanks for playing the game with sportsmanship. Lewis Richmond, he'll finish with, I've got him for 9 assists and 4 goals. He had 12 points yesterday and 13 points today. Page will have 5 goals and 3 assists to also lead the way. Carroll didn't score in the second half. He had 4 goals in the first half. Brown will finish with 1 goal in the second half to go along with 5 in the first half. And let's see, Rizzola with a couple of goals. He also has an assist. And then Pugh with 2 second-half goals. I think he's also got 2 assists in the first half. That wraps up the scoring. Just some final thoughts from Tony Athanasakos.
Another great team win. It is not as quite as a blowout as it was yesterday, but still a handy win. It all starts once again with that defense. It's a different goalie in the cage this time, but he made some saves, and the defense was just the same by allowing very few shots, and the ones that did get through, they were hard fought. There's not a lot you can do about somebody who can fall to the ground and get a shot off at the same time.
And that was Gage Blottenberger. He finished with 5 goals in this one. Threlkeld with a goal and an assist. And Johnson and Wales will fall to 1-6, 0-2 in the division, and they'll next get on the field against Colorado Denver in Denver next week. Montana State Saturday the 1st against Great Falls up in Missoula, and then they'll face the rivals April 2nd, Montana. A team that won a Division II national championship and then moved up to Division I the following year. Haven't had the same kind of success.
It's a huge jump in competition from one to the other. And it's great to see that Montana State can compete and beat teams that are not even in their same division. They're in the next division ahead of them. So, yeah, that'll be another contested game. Always are. In the 4 years that I played the University of Montana Grizzlies, I believe 3 of them went to overtime sudden death victories for the Grizzlies. So,
I remember seeing a few of those in Missoula, certainly.
They were definitely heartbreakers, but great games and great group of guys up there, too. Always enjoyed playing them.
Well, and that will be next week. We're back on the air here. The Cats will also go to California. They've got Sierra Nevada on Friday the 7th, and then they'll turn around and play in Irvine against Concordia on the 8th. And Concordia this week with the national ranking, was it second? Yep, they're second this week. Their record 8-1. One of those victories was over Montana. I don't recall the score on that one, but I did see, as I looked at their schedule, they had beaten the Grizzlies earlier this year. Ranked number 2, top-ranked team, St. Thomas, with Grand Valley State on their schedule this week. They've gotten all the poll points, all the first-place poll points, but their record officially only at 4-0, so I'm sure they'll be challenged as they move on. Sierra Nevada, as we mentioned on the schedule, they are ranked 6th this week, so in a couple of weeks you'll see the Bobcats take on a couple of top 10 teams. And, you know, how do you turn that around, Tony, as you face Wyoming and then Johnson and Wales, and you win handily in these 2 contests. Then next week against the rival, that will help. But then you go on the road. The competition is a whole nother level, and the thinking has to be a whole nother level as well for Montana State.
Totally. You can't get lulled into a false sense of security playing teams that are trying to get on the up and up, because the next teams you'll play are already established as programs, and they're going to be leaps and bounds ahead of both of these teams they've played this weekend. Well, and they've played them before. Concordia, we've played a couple times in the last couple of years, and it's great to see that turning into a bit of a rivalry game. Yeah. And but yeah, definitely another sort of competition that they're getting into next week, and great confidence boosters in terms of we got the ability to shoot and score, but you can't make mistakes against teams that are so much favored over yours.
Well, they protect their ranking this week with wins 26-3 over Wyoming, 24-7 over Johnson and Wales. And then we gave you that schedule. They're back here for a couple of late season games, April 15th against Metro State, Gonzaga. Those are both Saturdays. And then Gonzaga on the 22nd. That'll be a 6 p.m. contest. Come on out for that one here as well, or catch it on mtsport.tv either live or on the archive. Big thanks to Foundant Technologies, to Rocking Our Bar, to Erotique, KBOZ radio station, Montana State University for sponsoring Bobcat Sports. Once again, Tony Athanasakos, rocked it as usual. Appreciate that. I'm Tom Schultz for Tough Rider, our